The Hong Kong Marathon was held earlier today. This as 3 mainland runners were disqualified after wearing bibs that didn't display their designated numbers. As of noon, more than 900 people suffered injuries in the event. 14 of them were sent to hospitals, with 5 in serious condition. Timothy Lee tells us more.
2, 1.
Participants set off from the starting point of both the full and half marathons on Nathan Road in Tsim Sha Tsui early this morning. Hong Kong's favorite celebrity runner, Chow Yun-fat, a regular in the sporting events, raised resident spirits as he engaged in friendly banter with fellow runners. He noted the good atmosphere of the marathon this year, adding that he believes his record has improved even further this year. This year's route passed through Tsing Kwai Highway, the West Kowloon Corridor, before reaching the Western Harbour Crossing and finally Victoria Park. Despite weather authorities' initial forecast of a drop in temperature to around 10 degrees Celsius, the relatively warm weather was a welcome surprise for many runners. Some participants from abroad noted the challenges of running on the city's hilly terrain.
I didn't expect that many hills in the bridge, and the tunnels also were really hard. And it's the first time I do the full marathon in Hong Kong.
It was hard. It always is. The Hong Kong course is very hilly, and the hill coming out of the harbour tunnel is always a killer.
Many runners from abroad said they did not expect the relatively warm weather during the marathon. They said the weather conditions and arrangements of the event brought out the best of their performance. But the pleasant weather was somewhat overshadowed by the number of disqualifications this year. This as 2 mainland runners, He Yingbing and Sun Xiaoyang, who placed first and second in the half marathon, were stripped of their titles after wearing bibs that did not display their designated numbers. Another mainland runner was disqualified for similar reasons. Over the course of the event, at least 900 people were injured, with most having sustained mild injuries. Several felt unwell after crossing the finish line and required to be brought away on a wheelchair or stretcher. Meanwhile, Kenya swept the podium of the men's marathon race, with Bethwell Kipkemboi taking first, while Belarusian Volha Mazuranak was the winner of the women's race. Timothy Lee, TVB News.